Right-wing media has kind of been going through a lot since the verdict came down. Here is just a brief sampling of what that's looked like.
Donald Trump is the strongest man I have ever met. There is no one who can withstand what this man has withstood. And I've known him for 40 years. He will fight the fight until the end.
Prosecutors shouldn't care about the politics. You don't go after people, you go after crime. This new era of so-called progressive prosecutors, there's nothing progressive about them.
We are a country that was born of revolution. Revolution is in our DNA. We are fighters, and I hope it's only at the ballot box. Don't get me wrong. But my insides are so angry because this was not a case.
These nitwits, consumed with hatred, are trying to destroy a man because he threatens their power.
The Democrats say Trump's never going to leave office. If he's elected, he's never going to leave office. Well, what does it look like tonight, Newt? That Biden never will leave office.
These are wicked people obsessed with a person. And we will seek justice.
How can you not conclude that this entire thing is rigged?
This is the ultimate in terms of election interference.
This is the real election interference.
I just want to briefly remind everyone, not that anybody cares, that at its heart, philosophically, this case was about Donald Trump committing election interference in 2016. It's pointless. Why point it out? But that was a good sampling of some of the kind of brewing threats that are more like explicit on social media, and we'll get to those. Hey, I'm glad you're here. Listen, in order for the damage report to keep on going, we need viewers like you to become a member on YouTube. Can you click the join button on YouTube today? Thank you. But a lot of them continuing to mislead their audience into thinking that there wasn't evidence or there wasn't a crime or that Biden had anything to do with this or that Biden's not gonna leave office. Biden might not leave 2025, okay? This has nothing to do with Joe Biden. And by the way, they could have a case. They could rhetorically make the case that they don't think these things should be crimes. You can say that. You can say that this is kind of like a weird thing that New York has on the books. I want to see it challenged. It shouldn't be against the law, but it is against the law. And so much of their commentary about this has been denying reality. And look, they're playing to their base. They're trying to look strong, like lying about Trump being durable or venerable or whatever. But what I'm worried about is all the people listening to that, because they've been lied to for 5 weeks, saying that there's no case and there's no evidence when there is. And now they're shocked that this happened or whatever. And so I don't know exactly what they're gonna do. And we'll get to the possibility of violence, but what do you think about some of what's been out there in right-wing media, Brett?
Well, they just don't have anything good to say, so they call the other side evil. They have no arguments, they have no evidence, they have no fact pattern to examine, they have nothing. So they're just like, these are wicked, wicked people. Oh, they're evil. Why are they evil? Oh, they hate him. Oh, what makes you say that? Well, he was convicted by 12 people, the same as everyone else who's been convicted. Oh, wait, I can't say that. They're evil. That's it. And there's just so pathetic. It's so sad. How can you not say it's rigged? Well, a jury of his peers convicted him in a court of law on 34 counts. That's how I can say it's not rigged. Like someone said they got their news from Truth Social only. That is a big like ally sign for you guys. And that dude was like, oh man, I don't have anything to say. And I really think that dynamic exposes a lot of the problem. Because that Truth Social person, until he got into a court of law where someone's like, that makes sense to share, this doesn't make sense to share. Like, here are the things that are biased, here are the things that are just evidence. That's what the procedure of the judge is all about. That happened. No one's really arguing that he kept stuff out that should be in. The person who was insulated in the Truth Social bubble and the Fox News bubble was all they'd heard was how great Donald Trump was and how ridiculous this was. But when they got out of that bubble and put into the biodome of jury sequester, they saw with all the other different people in there and they saw the evidence, they were able to very easily and quickly conclude, oh no, he's a criminal.
Yeah.
That's fascinating to me.
Yeah, well, and again, like I feel for some, I see people saying that like their family's losing it or whatever in the chat because they've been lied to. They've been lied to over and over and over again, so they're not prepared for what happened. Or they're prepared in a particular way. Some of them have been told he's gonna be convicted, but they have been shielded from why he is going to be convicted. They've had a fantasy spun in its place. Members make a difference here at TYT. You help make the show happen, and we see you in the chat with your loyalty badge. Click the join button to become a member today.